What's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and I got a six-pack of Yankees rumors coming at you that I can't wait to crack open. Heck, I almost want to do a keg stand with these rumors because they are that intriguing. And I'm going to start this one off. First one, I'm going to crack it open with my guy Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt. And is this a potential trade that the Yankees are looking for? So the Arizona Diamondbacks are reportedly open to trading Paul Goldschmidt per Buster Only. It seemed like the Yankees for a short time had a chance to sign Goldie. However, it had been reported that the Yankees offered pitching prospect Justice Sheffield for the first baseman. But the Athletics' Ken Rosenthal now says that the team isn't interested in acquiring Goldschmidt because, as we know, the New York Yankees traded Sheffield and two other prospects to the Seattle Mariners for James Paxton. Goldschmidt is 31 years old and will make $14.5 million in 2019 before becoming a free agent. He has made the National League All-Star team in 6 straight seasons, and the first baseman for the Yankees, well, I don't know if the first baseman is the biggest need for the New York Yankees at this time. Greg Berg and Luke Vogt combined to hit 25 home runs last season, and since we know that the Yankees want to add pitching, well, Goldschmidt is an amazing hitter, as you can see, 280 average, 33 homers, and 83 RBIs last season for the Diamondbacks. He also, though, is not a pitcher. So, Yankees, I want to know from you, will Paul Goldschmidt be a Yankee this season? I want you to type Y for yes or type N for no. I think it's going to be a little bit far-fetched for Goldschmidt to ultimately come up to the Bronx, come and wear pinstripes. But, hey, there's always a chance at the Yankees. That's one thing I'm always interested in. I'm blessed that I get to cover them. However, I'm going to type my N for no. I don't think Paul Goldschmidt will be a Yankee this season. Next rumor coming up here on the board, it's around Giancarlo Stanton. And according to Nick Carafordo of the Boston Globe, the Yankees could actually try to trade Giancarlo Stanton. Conforto notes that while it's obvious a massive contract for Stanton, the Dodgers could be one team willing to take it on. And it's also a place that Stanton is likely to approve a deal for. Stanton wants to win. He doesn't want to go back to Miami or a team that's just an absolute dumpster fire. He wants to be on a winning team, and the Dodgers are. They went to the World Series the last 2 seasons. The Giants and the Phillies could also consider, going after Stanton because those are teams also interested in Harper and Machado, who are going to be a lot of money. And even though Stanton is a big-time player right now, especially in terms of contract, his contract would actually probably be cheaper than what Machado and Harper are looking at. So we know that certain teams like the Phillies are interested, or even the Dodgers are interested in these big-name players. So maybe they're going to go and try to trade for Giancarlo Stanton. Now, I will say this. I think the only way this happens is if they clear up room for Machado and Harper. So, do you want the Yankees to trade Giancarlo Stanton? I loved when the Yankees made the move. It was a big splash. Heck, it was the first big splash of last offseason. And I had really high hopes for Stanton, who was coming off a season where he hit 59 home runs in one of the biggest ballparks in baseball. But for the Yankees, batted only .266. Sure, he had a good year, but surrounded with that talented lineup, I think he underperformed a little bit. But I want to know from you, do you want the Yankees to trade Giancarlo Stanton? I want you to type K for keep or type T for trade. The next rumor is going to absolutely blow your mind. Now, I talked about them potentially trading Stanton. Well, the rumor is that if they would trade him, it's for this guy. So don't rule out Bryce Harper coming to the Yankees, and that's from USA Today. USA Today writes, when a generational talent with megawatt star power comes onto the market in his first prime, the Yankees lineup suddenly resembles a family dinner table at the holidays. There's always room for one more, and I love that line. Yet the Yankees season also illustrated how easy they could accommodate Harper. We didn't think there was any way in hell, I think, that Stanton could potentially become a Yankee because of the contract, but yet the Yankees always seem to make it work. Stanton served as a designated hitter for 86 games last year, and at 29 years old, that's likely the same home majority of his remaining career. And after an injury to Aaron Judge, even forced Stanton into right field for 72 games. And while the Yankees outfield has plenty of bodies, there's still not a lot of staying power. Should they add Harper, the player likeliest to lose a starting job would be left fielder Brett Gardner, who re-signed for 1 year and $7.5 million. But at 35 years old and coming off a season which he batted only .236, Gardner probably is the first guy to leave. Now, then you're going to look at center fielder Aaron Hicks, who's eligible for free agency after this season. And Stanton, let's not forget, may opt out of his contract after the 2020 season. So, and he's also going to be 31 years old with $218 million. When you look at Harper's 2018 stats, sure, they're not draw-dropping, but He is a five-tool player who can literally play any position, and if the Yankees want to win, he could play in the outfield. He could play first base. I don't know if he could pitch or catch, but this is a guy who can play in right field, left field, center field, first base. If the Yankees really want Bryce Harper, they could do it. And the best part about this is the Yankees broke the Major League record last year for 267 home runs. Imagine if they added Bryce Harper and that short porch to right. Dude, we may be seeing 300 home runs hit by the New York Yankees this next season. So this is about Bryce Harper and where his top destinations are according to BetDSI. According to BetDSI, Bryce Harper is most likely to land with the Philadelphia Phillies. They got a lot of money, and they're willing to spend at plus 120 odds. And the Dodgers at plus 200 odds. The Nationals at plus 450 odds. Pro tip, I don't think Bryce Harper's going back to the Nationals. He didn't wear anything on his MLB The Show cover. And here are the teams that, maybe a little bit more under the radar. The Giants there, McCovey Cove. I would love to see Harper hit some balls there. The White Sox at plus 3,500 odds. They may be a bit of a sleeper team there, so if you want to risk some money, put them on the White Sox. That's an interesting one. And then the field for Bryce Harper at plus 450. Right now, as it stands, I'm going to put my money on the field. And if you guys want to bet on where Bryce Harper is going to ultimately play next year, there's only one place to do it. You're going to go to BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. You see that link right next to play now? That's where you're going to go, chatsports.com/bet. Remember to use our promo code LIVE120 for a 120% deposit bonus. Mitch, what the hell does that mean? That means if you put down $50, you get $60 for free. If you put down $100, you get $120 for free. Hell, if you're a big baller like Bryce Harper, put down $500, get $600 for free. Shout out to BetDSI for hooking up Chat Sports with the best promo code on the internet. So Bryce Harper, Giancarlo Stanton. Who's going to be the better fit for the Yankees, right? Who would you much rather have in the lineup for this upcoming season? I want you to give me a heart for Stanton or a like for Harper for those of you watching on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, just comment below, Stanton or Harper. Who would you rather have next season? What's going on? You're watching Yankees Rumors, and I'm your host, Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter, at MitchellRenz365. My first three rumors, I think we can all agree were pretty big name guys. Now I'm going to get into three more rumors that could potentially impact the Yankees this upcoming season. The first one is around a familiar face, and it's Robinson Cano. And could he potentially be on his way back to the Bronx? Before completing the Paxton deal, the Yankees and Mariners reportedly talked about a trade that would put Robinson Cano back in Pinstripes. Now, Jacoby Ellsbury would have to go to Seattle in the prospect deal, though no agreement was reached because New York wanted to help pay the remainder of Cano's contract. Now, we know Cano and Jacoby Ellsbury, their contracts are an absolute mess. And when you look up here, he played on only 80 games because Cano was suspended for 80 games last year for abusing the steroids policy. So when you look at that, it's like, all right, do we really want to add Cano? He was great when he played for the Yankees, but maybe he's on a little bit of a decline. The average might not agree with it, but when you just look at the overall quality of work, I think Cano has not been what he was with the Yankees. So Cano is owed $120 million over the next 5 years, and Ellsbury will make $21 million in both 2019 and 2020. He does have a team option for $21 million with a $5 million buyout in 2021. That is Ellsbury. So how would you feel if Cano was a Yankee again? I want you to give me a wow face for shocked, or give me an angry face, well, if you're angry. So if you're on YouTube, just type shocked or wow. If you're on Facebook, just type in angry. Or if you're on YouTube, type in angry. If you're on Facebook, wow face, angry face. Made that way more complicated than what it needed to be. The next rumor coming up here on the board, are the Yankees interested in Nathan Eovaldi? So if you guys watch the Red Sox, I know that picture probably burns your eyes a little bit, but Yankees general manager Brian Cashman is hunting the free agent pitching market in hopes of signing one, possibly two more arms to add to the rotation for 2019, hence why they added Paxton. Eovaldi is one of the biggest names on the market after his successful second half in Boston and postseason heroics. Now, with the Red Sox, Yankees, and Giants and Nationals among the teams that are be interested in the hard-throwing right-hander who is only 28 years old. When you're looking up there at his stats of the 2018 regular season with the Red Sox, he came on strong at the end of the year, and for a Yankees team that's always thinking, hey, we're in postseason mode, and I want a pitcher who I can rely on in the postseason. That's exactly what you're going to get with Eovaldi. He threw 22 and one-third innings pitched. He started games. He came in relief, and when you look at that ERA at 1.61 and that whip, that's impressive. He went out there and towed the rubber every single time for the Red Sox, and they ultimately had a lot of confidence in him. And heck, I think it's one of the big reasons why they won the World Series. So, who would you rather, or this is an interesting question. Would you rather wear Red Sox or no socks? I want you to type R for Red Sox or type N for no socks. Now, I'll be honest, I'm always going to wear socks because my feet get sweaty. So I'm going to type R. I'll take the bullet, and I'll wear Red Sox. You know what also I love wearing? These Miz in the Main shirts. And shout out to Miz in the Main for hooking us up with these unbelievably comfortable shirts. Why is it buy now at www.comfortable.af? Because these shirts are literally comfortable as F. I guarantee you will not find a better dress shirt out there. Shout out to Miz in the Main. Last Yankees rumor coming up here on the board. The Yankees want J.A. Happ. Of course, he was great for the Yankees in 2018. He went 7-0 with a 2.69 ERA with 63 strikeouts in 63 2/3 innings pitched after being acquired by the Blue Jays. Morosi reports that the 36-year-old Happ is a target for the Astros, Brewers, and Phillies, but also the Yankees. The Yankees want to add a left-handed pitcher to that starting rotation, and they want to add a reliable veteran just like Happ. If Happ ends up coming to the Yankees, this is what the Yankees rotation would look like. The ace, Luis Severino, and the Masahiro Tanaka, James Paxton, CC Sabathia, and J.A. Happ. Now, what I love about that, righty-righty, lefty-lefty-lefty, it's a really great dynamic for the New York Yankees. Here, Goldschmidt to the Yankees trade. I don't think that one's very likely. Trade Giancarlo Stanton. It's a rumor, but I think it's only going to happen is if maybe Bryce Harper comes to the New York Yankees is an interesting one. And then also here to wrap it up, could Cano be back in Pinstripes? We'll see. Maybe would inquire with Jacoby Ellsbury. And are they interested in Nathan Eovaldi? They are interested in him. However, I think that they're a little bit more interested in a pitcher like J.A. Happ. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back next week with more Yankees rumors. So until then, go Yankees.